What's cracking, mi gente? This your boy D coming to you guys once again, ready to show some love and a little bit of knowledge. Today, I have a special guest, somebody that you guys proposed in a live that I interview, asking questions regarding his organization. Gracias a Dios, thanks God, he agreed to the interview. We have been talking for over behind the scenes for a little bit now, and now we're here at this situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the platform, let him introduce himself, and we're gonna go from there. What's going on, my boy?
What's up, brother?
So go ahead and introduce yourself, my boy.
It's King Happy coming out of Little Village, Chicago, Murder Town, one and only.
Yes, sir. So as you guys know, that's Big King Happy. You guys saw him. That was the person that was named Fernando in the YouTube live that came out of Little Village. A lot of people had a lot of questions about him. Sanho Lifer was like, bro, you should interview him, you should have him there. So here is for the people that wanted to hear about Chicago, Little Village. Not just the South Side get active, Little Village does too. So with that said, we'll get into the topic regarding, we will touch certain topics. There will be certain things. If it choose not to answer, we will have to respect it. If it choose not to say it, we will have to respect it. That's all I ask. Make sure you guys give him the respect. And for everybody who's gonna be watching this interview, make sure you like, hit, subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you always leave a comment if you guys want to see more of it. If you guys want to see a live reaction with him, if you guys want to do a Q&A live with him, let us know, man. We're here to give you guys the best content. So with that said, let's get into it. Big Happy, King Happy, excuse me, from Little Village, Chicago, Murder Town. You grew up, were you born in Little Village?
Yeah, brother. I was born in Mount Sinai Hospital right here. It's in the neighborhood. It's like on the borderline of fucking Little Village in Douglas Park, but it's right here in off of Ogden and shit. But yeah, bro, I was born in fucking '96. Fucking my birthday was last week, 28. And yeah, bro, grew up in Little Village and I've been right here from my hood my whole life.
Happy belated birthday, my boy.
Thank you, brother.
And what's your background? What's your ethnicity background? Like,
Shit, bro.
what kind of parents you come from? Like, are there Puerto Ricans or are you mixed? Or what kind of background you have, brother?
Shit, bro, I'm full Mexican. Both my parents are from the same rancho in Guanajuato.
Is that something that people be surprised to hear a king being Mexican, or you guys have a lot of Latin kings that are Mexicans nowadays?
Shit, that's what fucked up. Like, not fucked up, but shit, growing up, bro, like I didn't even know. Like King started from like fucking like Mexican, Puerto Rican, all types of shit. But like, I always saw just Mexicans, and then I started going to other hoods, bro. I see white brothers, black brothers, fucking Indian brothers, all types of shit. I'm like, damn. Like, nah, it wasn't too weird, but I thought it was. I thought it was normal.
Okay. So Latin kings don't discriminate against any race. That whoever's with the business, with the movement, with the mantra, they able to get earn their spot, of course, and get to rolling with the movement.
Yeah, brother. If you're righteous and you got heart and you fucking show your worth and you go through the obstacles you got to go through, hey, you're one of us. That's just a name, but you got to carry that shit with pride too.
So there's a lot of questions I have, and I
So,
want to cover as much as I can. With like I said, I'm fascinated with history. I don't know much about Latin kings. I do know that it is a big movement. It comes from a big long background. Do you know the history of your movement?
yes, but like, but I know the history of the movement from the South Side.
Know the history of the movement from the south side. What does that mean?
Well, there was King BK, which was the ruler of the South Side Kings, and then Lord Gino, which is the king from the North Side, Humboldt Park. So I guess Lord Gino, it started in the North Side, right?
Okay.
But we were under BK, and then they merged, and then they became together. So like our history, we had separate histories, and then we became like together to become the Latin Kings.
So basically, it was two sets. One was under the banner Lord Gino, and the other one was under BK banner. And at some point, they came
They
together
merged.
to form the merge to form when it's now being known Latin Kings.
Yes.
So with these two figures, what you guys now consider founders of the movement,
Oh yeah.
are do you guys have homage? Do you pay? Because I know you guys have like a day that you guys either sing or celebrate their birthday or something like that.
We have
What is
Dia de
that
los
called?
Reyes. Dia de los Reyes, bro.
What date is it?
January 6th.
January 6th, the Dia de los Reyes. So that's the date you guys celebrate those two figures, or just Latin Kings
Oh,
in
that's
general?
King's Day. That's Nation Day. That's our day.
Okay.
All that's like all the hoods have their fucking their get-togethers. Everybody's posted up. We try to every you just try to mingle with all the brothers you can. It's a happy day for all of us type shit.
It's basically a get to know brothers day, like where you can
Yeah,
mingle with
yeah. It's
other
like a big
states.
reunion type shit.
A big family reunion. That's right, brother. That's love, right? Where does the mantra "Viva el amor de rey" comes from?
More than eight. Well,
Yeah.
love thou king. I'm a king, so I love my brothers, and I'm a die for my brothers. I kill for my brothers, and it's that we're kings. But in Chicago, we all have that saying, like the D's would say that shit, like the Maniacs or like the like not the GDs. Like we got Spanish gangs, so like the SDs would be on that shit. Amor de fucking, they'll be saying like Amor de D, Amor de Bandera. We got Los Razas, or like a lot of gangs just say Amor, but like that's one thing that we say. But Amor de Rey is definitely our champ, bro, and we just it's like it's so old to it's been around so long. It's just like saying hello type shit. Amor. I talk to a brother. Peace out. All right, brother. Crown. Amor. You know.
Okay. That's right. That's right. And like I said, the reason why I ask questions is because I know so little of it because we have no dealings with Latin Kings whatsoever, at least on our side of town, Northern California. And there was, like I told you in the live, there was a homie I met that was representing Latin Kings from LA, but he was under the SUR program, which surprised me. You said that you guys don't have SUR program over there. You guys don't have Sureño, just like you guys don't have Norteños or Crips or Blood, which it kind of was taken back because I thought that the Latin Kings here in LA were somehow connected to back home.
Asked. Oh yeah. Like I was saying, I was like, I had questions for you too, because I was like, you had mentioned that, and then I was like, from what I know of my knowledge, everything that I've heard of and asked other brothers, like no, like we've never had nothing based from Chicago in LA that was structured and and sanctioned pretty much. So that's why I told you they might have the name, they might even have the same colors or the same sign, but I'm like, those aren't my brothers, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and that's the reason why I asked the questions I do ask. One is to my knowledge, like to my betterment, my acknowledgement, to learn a little more about histories of other people's faction, and plus, sometimes it's beautiful to get to know other people's culture, other people's mantra, and my other question now begins when King Gino and King BK uh bro the movement together united. Did the movement come together because of some, like when they began the whole movement, both of them gentlemen themselves, did they start it off as like some type of protection to give to his own gente, or was that something the movement that he started to say like, you know what, this is where I'm gonna begin my legacy of myself? Like, was it a selfish reason he started the movement, or was it something to, this is my gente is going through this, so I'm gonna create something to give my gente to run for protection too?
See, back then, bro, they had a lot of white gangs, bro, a lot of greaser gangs. Like the Simon City Royals, the Gaylords, fucking the Gents, the Jousters. Like these were white gangs. and they were established already. These were their neighborhoods. We're moving into their neighborhoods. We got Mexicans coming on the block, and this is a fucking whole Italian neighborhood, or a whole Irish, or a whole Greek. And then you're an outsider, so they're fucking trying to bully you, fucking bricking your cars, bricking your houses, burning your houses. So what you gonna do? You gonna get with your other Mexicans that you know on your street, and you guys are gonna band together. You guys are gonna create a little clique, and you guys are gonna fucking try to fight back. But how we started was the same shit, you know. But it's like we started to fucking like even the name Latin King. It was a bunch of Latinos together, and hey, bro, we're kings. We're fucking. We're not spicks. We're not shit. We're not just getting treated. We're fucking. We're all brothers, and we're kings, and we're gonna, we're gonna throw our crown. We're gonna fight back. But it started off good, but then there's always the bad apples and bad habits. But that's how shit is. But we did start off as a good cause, a good or a good meeting. We wanted to fight, not fight back, but protect ourselves and stay united, basically.
Yeah. I mean, like always, most of the games that started off, like I said it, our movement, at least MS-13, MS General, started as a protection against our own gente. The Mexicans were treating us bad, then we had the whites getting us treated bad. So we created a movement to protect our gente, Salvadoran, that were coming from the war over here and still getting the shit in of the stick. So which is sad. But like you said, there's always a bad apple. The rotten the movement, or switch their ideologies and become something more than it should have.
They had those
Um,
fucking bad habits, man.
yeah. Now another question for you guys is, last time you mentioned something in the life that caught my attention. You kind of gave me a little breakdown that day in the life, but I would love for you to give the audience, the people that want to know, what's the difference between the folks and the kings that you mentioned, the king folks, and then I think the other one was like the nations. I think believe you say what
Nah, it
is
was
the difference between those two, or what is the difference between those? I don't know if I'm saying the names correctly, but what's the difference between the two factions, brother?
and it's just folks and people, bro. So you got your folks and people, your left and your right. So your left is people, and then your right is folks. So like how they would, I don't know if you ever seen, but they said like it's they still do it, but it's not that common. A lot of people don't really do it no more. But like wearing your hat to a certain side, or wearing it cocked like to the side a little bit, like your head is straight, but if you broke it off to the left, like tilted, or you broke it off to the right, you're claiming folks are people. And basically, that's just like a breakdown of different gangs that come together to form, which they did. Like all the and this goes for the Latinos and the blacks. Like they fall into one or two categories type shit, which is folks or people. And Latin Kings were people. We rep the 5 point star. We rep the five dots. The folks rep the 6 point star, which is the Star of David, and they rep six dots and shit. And that's them. And
So
that's
when
separate. Go ahead, sir.
no, go ahead, go finish.
Nah, I was just breaking it down.
Okay, so there's one question. I don't know if you've seen this YouTuber. He's a YouTuber, but he claimed he's a GD, I believe he says. Richard, famous Richard. He's always saying on King Davis, on King Davis.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
what does
But
that mean when he says that? Like I'm just trying to understand it because he say on GD, bro, and then he mentions King David, King David. What does that mean, or what does that name mean, or what does he mean when he says those things?
he's a BD, so he's talking about David Barksdale, which was he was the leader of the BDs, and he died. I don't know when he died a long time ago. But like the BDs, they say on BD, on Phonam, on King David. The Vice Lords, they be saying on King Neil. So like after like their leaders die, they give them that moniker King porque they don't want to. They'll say that's like saying R.I.P. Basically saying like, "Oh my mama," but they're merching it. They're putting it on King David, or like he's putting it on King David because he fucking he like he what's it called? I'm fucking. He's giving him honor basically. He's not lying on him, but he says King David because that's their king. That's their leader. But basically that.
So the GDs basically fall under the five stars or the 6 stars.
Nah, they're folks. He's a six, but like I was saying, they after the leader dies, they look at them as a king, even though they might not be kings. Like he's not a
Okay.
king. They, like
Okay.
basically, if your homie died, God forbid, but then you'd be like, I don't know. In Chicago, we got like sayings, bro. It sounds one of my homies one time he was like, bro, don't it sound like fairy tale sayings? We'd be like, oh, we're in the land, we're a nation, we're like this is like it sounds like fairy tales. Even some of the gangs, we got Latin dragons and shit like that. But
Yeah.
it's hard to
It's
break down, but it's just giving them honor. It's like putting it like on my mama. So when he's saying on King David, it's like on my mama type stuff.
okay. I was just trying to figure out because I always hear him saying that same thing, and as soon as it becomes to a point, okay, are you making fun of him? Was he your leader? What was it? Because, like I said, I don't know much knowledge of those individuals. I know a little bit of some other gangs, but I didn't get deep into studying other factions. So, how old were you when you became a king?
I was 12, bro.
You step off the porch at 12 years old to become a king. Did your
Hell yeah.
parents find out right away, or was that something you kept on hidden to yourself?
Hell no, bro. I came home beat the fuck up. My mom, I had an older brother that was into this shit, and he was already, she already knew, bro. So like, I was fucking already smoking weed at like 8 years old, getting high, kicking it around, but I didn't get turned out till I was 12, and I got and. But like they noticed, my mom knew, but she wasn't happy. She knew what the fuck was going on, but she tried to stop it, bro. But I was into the mix.
Did you ever went to juvenile centers or any detention halls that will however you guys refer to as there in Chicago?
What you mean?
Like, do you ever been to any juvenile jail? Like, do they have juvenile jails or they send you
Oh
guys
yeah, yeah, yeah. We
with the
got
families?
we got little Joliet, little DOC, little Department of Corrections, and yeah, bro. I never stayed there long. I did my time after I was an adult, like in the county or the joint. But and juvie, I was a kid, bro. You just fucking. I never got caught up for nothing crazy. That's the only good thing, Like when I was a shorty, all my shit that caught up to me was after I was an adult, and I'm like, fuck. I used to think like that shit stays on your record. I'm like, it's gonna clear. All right, cool. So, and then I was done. And then after that, that shit still catches up to you, bro. You don't escape that shit. Karma's a motherfucker.
Yeah, no, it's hard. You don't escape none of that stuff. You did prison time,
Yeah, I did 3 years, bro.
and how is the penitentiary system over there?
It's kind of fucked up, bro. We're locked up most of the time, bro. It's literally like 23-1, bro. Like that's what sucks. You're in your fucking cell with your cellie. You go out to eat, and you get yard what twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. Visits you could get visits all through the week, but we were so down south that it's like my people live on Chicago's at the tip of the Illinois. Like all the prisons and shit, they're down south. Like it's a long drive. You might get 1-2 visits a year type shit.
So basically, they run the prison on a 23-hour lockdown like a shoe program over here in California, but you're allowed to get contact visits or through the glass visits
You get contact.
throughout the whole week, basically.
Yeah, it's just an hour. And your people that's the cool thing. Like sometimes like my girl, she would fucking rent like a motel and stay a week and come visit me every day and shit. It would be cool. But it's hard, bro. You gotta have funds for all that shit. It's a long drive even there, and then to spend money, and then they're gonna spend money on my ass to eat and all types of shit. Like it's just not cheap.
So the when you go to visits in the visitor room, at least in here in California, they have like vending machines where your family can come and buy stuff and feed you. Does they have the same access to those type of things over there in the Illinois jails?
Yeah, bro. That's why I said like, what I'm saying. Like that's why I be feeling bad. Like fuck, she's spending all her shit too. Like I'd be just so happy to see her ass. But then she'd be like, they got the vending machine, other shit you can't really get. They got the microwave and all that shit. I'd be like, that shit. I'd be having a good time.
how does let's say I know people are curious. Like I said, some people are curious. At least for our visit was like basically from 8 o'clock all the way to 3 o'clock. So we had like a good little 5 hour visit. But we only get them on the weekends basically, and sometimes if it's a holiday, it was a long weekend. They had a limit on the amount of money they could bring in. Um, how was the COs towards you guys? Like how was their energy, like their demeanor towards you guys? Were they always fucking with you guys? Did they search yourself, mess it up, or were they like let they're already 23 hours locked in, let them be? Or how was the program basically?
Shit, they would they were racist as fuck, bro. Especially down south.
Yeah.
Like they're big ass corn fed fucking swole ass niggas, bro, and they just let you be, bro. Honestly, like they'll come shake you down like once a month, but like since they know you're just in your cell and you don't really be outside, you're locked down all the day. They just watch you, bro, and then whoever if they see other motherfuckers getting drunk or some niggas hooking up some shit or some shit's getting passed around and niggas are getting lifted, then yeah, you getting searched. But for the most part, if like they just keep your ass locked up, and if you act out or you and your cellie get into it, bro, they're fucking you up. Like they're you're fucking up their program. They want their job easy, you know.
What type of program do they have over there? Like, do they have any schooling, any jobs, anything regarding stuff like that?
Not really, bro. A lot of that shit got shut down. The states are fucked up. We don't even have like weights or anything. You're just fucking. We got like in the yard. You just got like the fucking uh the black top, and then the rest is like all grass, bro. They got a track you can walk around, but most of the part, everybody just in their little fucking groups in the center, and that's just twice a week, like I told you. And you're only out for yard for 2 hours.
Are you guys allowed to have any type of entertainment like radios, TVs, or anything like that?
Yeah, we got a TV, radio. Um, basically, you just get like cable and shit.
Okay. So they did give you guys some type of entertainment. So now, how does the when you guys catch a case over there, how is the judicial system? Do they throw the book at you the first time? Do they treat you leniency? Do they go by whatever crimes you have committed? How is the justice system working over there?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like a lot of people be doing fucked up shit or getting caught up with shit, bro, and they get out. They get out pretty quick. And it's not that they're telling. It's just it's fucked up. Cook County's fucked up. Even Kim Fox, the Secretary of State, she she's been like getting a lot of shit for letting people out that did fucked up shit, bro. Let's say a dude shoots someone and she lets him out, and then this guy comes out and kills two more, and then they're like, "Well, she let him out on house arrest." A lot of people get off on house arrest. There's people that got cut up for murder, bro, and they're on house arrest right now, like just chilling, still playing with guns and still running around, still breaking up their house arrest. It's crooked, bro. They call it. We live in Cook County. They call it Crook County, bro. It's shiesty. Like my first gun case, bro. I did like a month in county jail, and then I got like 2 years probation, and then I got another one, and then that's when I went to prison for 3 years.
Hmm.
So I've said they're pretty lenient. It's not that they're lenient. It's just you could get away with a lot, and then if you fuck up eventually, yeah, you gonna get fucked. But Kim Fox might let your ass out again.
Yeah. So now regarding the prison side, is there like here in Cali? There's ways to make money. There's ways to figure things out. Is the same over there? Generally speaking, or it's hard to get a hustle going over there?
Everybody has their little hustles, but you're limited to like unless the guards low key are trying to bring you in some shit. Like you really don't have nothing coming in while it's like if it's like drug wise. But
No
people
claps,
make the
nothing.
yeah, people make your fucking people make your little hooch, and people make your fucking little paintings and cards and little chains, rosaries, all types of shit. But nah, bro, you're kind of limited. Like I said, you locked down so much that you can't really do nothing. You can't make moves. You can't be on the phones. You can't, it's hard to sneak stuff in. You got to really have it in with the guards at that point.
You guys get access to the phones during the tanks. How many times a week or how many times a month?
Shit, just on yards day, bro. The yards they got their phones in the yards, and you could be out there, and that's it, bro. Just those 2 hours.
Is Illinois prison segregated by race, or are you guys a mixture of it, or segregated by gangs?
Nah, bro. We're not segregated at all. You could be in there with anybody. They'll literally put you in there, folks or people. They don't care. They'll put you in that cell.
So
You could be a white GD, and you could be a black Latin king, and they'll put you in that cell together.
is it two-man cells, or they have bigger than those?
We got we got dorms, like bunk beds and stuff, but those are like in the minimum, like in the like that's like a reception type shit. Once you get to prison, it's all at least in Muddy River, Big Muddy River, where I was, that was a prison. It was 2-man cell.
Two-man cell. Okay. You did 3 years. You came home. Have you been back?
Nah, bro.
You came home. What helped you stay out of when did you came home? What year did you came home?
I came home in 2018.
2018. Now how now let's get into the you came home, you of course you were with the function. You came back home still being with the same activities, or do you change your mind a little bit?
Nah, bro. I was still with the same shit, bro. I could just say that I learned in time, bro. Like I was still doing dumb shit. I just never got caught for none of that shit. But I learned from other people's fucking mistakes too. I see other people move it, thinking they know how to move smart, and then they get locked up, and I'm like, damn, I was just doing the same shit with the motherfuckers. That could have been my ass too. Like you need to get your shit together.
That's fine. So now getting a little deep into the king's mentality. What does that mean when they say once a king's always a king? Does that means like once you in it for life? There's no coming out of it. There's no, oh, I'm doing my family thing. How's that? What does that mean? Once a king's always a king.
Basically, to be a king is just to be a man, bro. Stand on your own 2 feet, have good morals, try to, better your people, your homies, your brothers. And that's what we mean. Like, it's not once you're a king, you fucking in it for life. You can never walk away. Nah, bro. We see you trying to do your family thing, then all best be with you, but don't come back type shit, or don't flip, or don't try to be something. Don't go to a different neighborhood type shit.
So
Like,
you guys have like a standards, like basically you go in with the mentality I'm gonna go do my family, but if we find out you went and lived in another neighborhood, you came from that neighborhood, now we have the issue type of stuff.
yeah, because it's like you're not, we're letting you, we're trying to be, if we see you trying to better yourself, which we want you to, all right then, but stand on it.
Do you guys believe on the so-called jump out?
Yeah, we got that for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like some people could get it, some people you could get your shit out. Let's say you wake up one day, I don't want to be a brother no more, I don't want to be a king no more. Fuck it. All right. It's not gonna be easy, but it's respectable, if you just done with it, you don't want to be a part of it. It's the proper procedure to get out. Yes.
Hmm. And